Hello everybody and welcome to the final race day of 2023 for the MotoE World Championship. And we are here at the Mazzano World Circuit, Marco Simoncelli, ready to get going. Matteo Cassidy, who starts on pole position for the two races, has his first opportunity to wrap up a world title. There is so much on the line. Alongside me in the commentary box for the first 8-lap race of the day is Omi once more. And Omi, this could be championship day. And it will be championship day, but it could be right now in race one.
Yep, absolutely. Time to crown a world champion here as well. So, gonna be an absolute cracker. The championship still might not be over. You never know. It's MotoE. You could see Cassidy have some moments, have some crashes. Anything is possible. 2 electric races to come our way. It's going to be an absolute thriller.
Let's take a look then at how they line up on the grid, but also the more important, which is the world standings coming into today. Cassidy on 219 points is 21 clear to Jordi Torres and 22 clear to Matteo Ferrari. Now there is 25 points on offer for a race win and 20 for second, meaning there's 50 points on offer today, which is why it is by far over. If Cassidy is above 25 points at the end of today, we'll have our results. The MotoE World Championship will wrap up today, but how will they line up on the grid? Matteo Cassidy has pole position, Nicolas Spinelli is second, Hector Garzo is third, Andrea Mantovani is fourth, Jordi Torres lines up fifth, Kevin Manfred starts in sixth position alongside Kevin Zanoni as well. And due to low tyre pressure, his best Q2 lap time has been cancelled, which means Matteo Ferrari now drops to 10th on the grid. Alongside Kevin Manfred will be Kevin Zanoni in 7th, Alessandro Zacconi is 8th, Miguel Pons 9th, Matteo Ferrari with that penalty is in 10th position, Eric Granado 11th, followed by Randy Kumanaka, Tito Rabat, Mika Perez, Heiko Kubo, Alessio Finelli, Maria Herina, Andrea Minio starts 18th. And Omi, the big thing here as well is the fact that with Ferrari having that penalty and Jordi Torres starting 5th, Cassidy has got an open goal, just more than 25-point gap, you've got the title.
Yep, absolutely. He's just got one goal. He's just going to try to finish the highest he can and let everything else play out behind him. So going to be exciting to see how it goes in the championship battle. We'll obviously keep you up to date with everything that is going on and how it stands. But yeah, with just one currently goal for him, he's just going to try to finish the best he can and wrap up this title.
8 laps across the two races, 16 in total, of course. They're looking in future of combining it just to be one race when the battery temperature can be good. But it has been the longest MotoE season. It's been a pleasure to bring you them all for the first time live here on YouTube, bar 2 weekends. One in, yeah, what was it? Mugello in Italy. Because of Le Mans, and we got blocked on YouTube. And the second was last time out as well because it just wasn't possible because there was so much motorsport on that weekend. So we've got you the championship live as well as they will come up. I'm excited about this. Are you, Omi? This could be really strong results going on.
Yeah, absolutely. For next season, combining into one race, I don't know if I'm going to be a fan of that. I like 2 electric races.
Do.
Short, snappy electric races. But to be honest, I would have covered these all live, but obviously there was Formula 2 on at that time.
Yes.
If it was Formula 1, I would have missed it, but you know, I just prefer F2. So
it was weird, wasn't it, having to commentate not on a live race, but we hadn't seen it, so it was as live. So yeah, we'll get onto that later. But this is live right now. This is World Championship Day for the first ever time in MotoE. It's been a World Cup for its previous 3 seasons. This is the first time we are going to be racing for a World Championship. Matteo Cassidy on pole position, 21 points ahead, just more than 25. All eyes to the lights. The race is under starters orders. Lights out, race on. Good start from Cassidy, great start from Spinelli, but coming out the inside is Jordi Torres from 5th on the grid. Torres takes the lead. Cassidy's alongside into turn 1, but Jordi Torres has fallen through from 5th place and takes the lead. And Cassidy's in a little bit of trouble as they have a bit of a moment through turn 2. Hector Garzo and Andrea Mantovani having trouble into turns 3 and 4. But what a start from Jordi Torres. And Mika Perez jumps to 18th. Torres, though, Amy, 5th to 1st, exactly what he needed. Cassidy in 2nd. Oh, Crusher, mid in the pack. I couldn't quite tell who it was who has gone down. It is the 53 of Tito Rabat. So that's the 3rd time he's gone down in 3 races. But perfect start from Jordi Torres.
Absolutely, what a start by Torres, but Cassidy might be coming back here actually.
Cassidy on the inside line, coming into turn 9 and 10. The 2 championship protagonists having a battle, and Cassidy retakes it. Torres, though, will have the fight back, and I believe Torres still ahead of Cassidy. And then we've got Spinelli still in position as well. The 2 HP Ponds, look at that, 16 points now in the title. That's how crucial this gets into not making mistakes as they come through into turn 13 and 14 for the first time. Down the hill into the braking zone for turn 16, and it's all looking good. Torres leads the way and can just hold on to the front and take this all the way down to race 2 later on today.
Yeah, exactly the goal. That is what Torres wants, but they're all making their way through a very close one.
And Jordi Torres has been given a double long lap penalty. Jordi Torres has got a double long lap penalty. So that is going to be him completely out of it, starting 5th on the grid. And Jordi Torres must now serve a double long lap penalty. I wonder if that is for a jump start, because he did get away so well. I want to take a look at it, but the championship could now really be, jump start. Jordi Torres has jumped the start. Wow. No wonder he got through from 5th to 1st, which means that Cassidy can be crowned champion now. Torres having to serve 2 long laps is a death sentence in a 7-lap race remaining, and that is Matteo Cassidy taking it. Here's the start.
Here we go.
There's the 81. Oh!
Yeah. Jumped it. Not a surprise why he was getting up from P5 all the way up to P1, but yeah, just jumped the start.
So he must now know that. He'll get told on the dashboard, and he does. Crusher! Middle of the pack! Oh, let's hope nobody hits him. And I'm trying to see, I think it's Mantovani who's dropped down in the middle of the field. Yes, it is. Andrea Mantovani is out of contact. Cassidy's taken the lead. He's forced his way through on Jordi Torres even without the long lap penalty. And Nicholas Spinelli's got into 2nd place. Cassidy is the world champion as things stand. Mantovani has crashed out. Rider okay. But where's Ferrari? He's down in 8th position as Torres tried to go around the outside at turn 8. Oh, he's still going to be the champion. This is great stuff from Cassidy. What a fight back. He was out the hunt 2 rounds ago in Austria.
Yeah, absolutely. All of them battling their way through, but Ferrari nowhere to be seen other than the background right now. He's not anywhere in this current fight. We're going on 4P1, and if he wants to deny Cassidy, he needs to be. But that's unfortunate for Torres. He's just going to fall down after a great start, which he jump-started. So, yeah, looks like it might just be the race for Cassidy.
And we've got a track limits warning for Andre Minio now as well, who is running down the order. There we go, long lap times 2 for the 81. Torres will now know about it. Now the long lap loop is down at turn 3 and 4 here, so we'll have to take it in just a moment's time. It's just at the exit. Torres looks to the inside line. Nicholas Spinelli is not going to go there. So Matteo Cassidy with a 1:40.955 has a new best race lap record here at Misano. But this is his championship day. From being so far back in Austria, we had Torres taking the title away from Matteo Ferrari, who crashed out. Cassidy just kept his nose clean across the last 3 weekends and has got it. As into 3rd place goes Hector Garzo.
Yep, Garzo also making a move as well. But I think trying the up and under and trying to fight back, but not being able to find his way back through as well. But yeah, very, very great stuff as well right at the start of this one.
He didn't serve it. Torres didn't serve the penalty. The long lap loop is down there at turn 8, and he didn't serve it. That's, yeah.
How quickly does he have to serve it? How many laps?
You have to, as soon as you're shown it, you have to serve it within the lap of being given it. So he should have served it now, and he didn't. So that's going to be...
Maybe he just loved the arse or something.
It could be that. Look at that. 33 points the gap now in the championship anyway, because Torres down in 4th position. He's going to lose more places. That's it. A jump start has cost Jordi Torres. Ferrari's too far back, 38 points. Cassidy just needs to win this race, and he is the champion for the first time ever. A world champion in MotoE. As across the line, 5 laps to go. And now everything just begins to calm down. Wonderful LED screen they've got here at Misano, though, going across the board there.
Right, so it's not going Rabat's way at all, is it? He's cracking like every round now. Kind of like Marco Marquez Forgetting now.
Crashed, yeah, crashed in Austria, crashed at last time out at Catalonia, crashed here, now at San Marino. He is crashing every opportunity he gets, Dida, about, which is not great for him. One person I'm keeping my eye on, though, is Cassidy at the front, because we know race leaders have a tendency to drop it. Jordi Torres did it the last time out.
Ferrari
the
as
last
well.
lap. Yeah, Ferrari did it. In fact, Torres did it at the last corner, didn't he, as well? And then he got jumped down the order. So it's just all getting chaotic stuff. And Torres, he's got to serve the penalty now or he'll get a black flag. If he gets a black flag, the championship's over anyway. It already is. There we go. Now he serves long lap loop 1. But look how slow you've got to go. And that's going to drop him behind Ferrari. In fact, he was going to be dropping behind Miguel Pons and Eric Ganado in 9th position. So that puts him down to 9th now, I reckon, ahead of Zarcone. And Garzo's passed Spinelli for 2nd place. And it has put... it's put Torres down behind Zarcone. Torres is in 10th place. So look at that, 37 points. Matteo Cassidy at the moment is world champion. And he can afford now to finish in 5th position and still be the champion. So there's no pressure on him now. He can just keep on there and keep running, Omi. He's champion.
Yep, absolutely. Just keep it clean. Don't bend the bike. Just keep going and drive. And drive absolutely perfectly right at the front, and you should be champion. And if he was to win it, then that would cost. Then it would probably have to go down to the last race. But he just got up. He just got to keep it calm in this race, and he should be champion. Simple as that.
And Garzo's done a 1:40.593. He's got the fastest lap of the race so far. There's no bonus points for that. But as things stand, this title chance has gone his way for Matteo Cassidy. 244 points as things stand. Ferrari 37 points back. Torres 40 points back. Garzo, who had a shot, but he was 49 points back now. He would have to win both races with nobody else scoring, which he wants to try and do because Hector Garzo's in 2nd position. So I'll tell you one thing, Ferrari's going to score, so's Jordi Torres. If they drop down and Cassidy drops down, suddenly Garzo comes within 25 points. So it's not entirely out of the range of possibility. It would have to be a very dramatic 3 laps.
I mean, in MotoE, there's a big chance that the leader will drop it. To be honest, there's a big chance usually leaders drop it. We've seen it so many times this season, so it's definitely a chance. As
Andre Minio, he's crashed out.
I was thinking how I pronounced that one for a second.
Minio, yeah, just dropped it. Oh, look at Garzo. Garzo's going for the lead. Garzo. And double long lap penalty has now been completed for Jordi Torres, and that drops him 42 points back. He now drops behind Okubo and Kumanaka. So Torres now 12th with 4 to go. That's it, done. Cassidy will be the world champion then for MotoE in 2023. But can he win the race with it as well? Because he's got Hector Garzo right behind him. 3 more laps to go then here at San Marino. And there is Jordi Torres, Omi. What a miserable day for him.
Yeah, not what Torres wanted. Took the lead. We all thought, it was going his way a tiny bit, but no, he jump-started. That's how he found his way up there, and it's gone absolutely horrid since then. Obviously, the long laps being a real big pain as well. So really unfortunate for him. So that completely is championship done, and as confirmation there, double long lap penalty also completed. Looks like it is going to go Cassidy's way as well. Oh, and look at this for 2nd.
Garzo is getting pushed off the track and he's putting his hand up. He's getting frustrated to Spinelli. Spinelli's closing him in down into the braking zone and towards turn number 7. And on the inside, it's a HP Pons 1-2. Cassidy from Spinelli and Garzo down into 3rd place. Don't think Garzo liked that. He's going to try and come back on the inside line there, but hey, this is helping Cassidy. Oh, Garzo, it's going to take you both down there if you're not careful.
Yeah, don't take them both out, or Spinelli if you want to take Cassidy out for the championship to be still interesting going into last week. No, go on.
Oh, and that's Pons. That's Miguel Pons who's crashed out, and he's slid completely off the track.
Yep, and he's trying to get this heavy bike back up as well. Heavy MotoE bikes it is. Let's see if anyone's on the system there as well.
Yeah, sorry, my mind just went to switch on, so just getting that sorted because I've just been told that Torres are going to appeal this decision for a jump start. He said it was when the lights went out and everyone else was slow to react, but there is a human time zone, isn't there, that they have to do it somewhere between 0.1 of a second. So they'll keep an eye on that. So they are going to appeal that decision. Pons has rejoined the race. Garzo!
Oh.
Nearly put his front wheel at the back of Spinelli and took him out of the race. They've got to be so careful, these guys. One mistake and it's going to go, well, horribly wrong. And coming into it now is Kevin Zanoni and Kevin Manfred, the two teammates on the Orgetta Marco Simoncelli 58 bikes, which is ironic because this circuit, of course, the Misano World Circuit, Marco Simoncelli, named after the charming, amazing rider Marco Simoncelli, who was tragically killed in Malaysia 12 years ago.
If it's successful, then what will they even do about it? If it's successful,
They can't really put him back, can they? Because it's a time.
You can't.
Yeah.
You literally can't just put him back there.
Yeah.
Well, you can't.
Pons,
There's not too much you can do, really, is there?
Pons, you know, Pons had crashed out. He's rejoined. He's now got a track limits warning for crashing. Literally, he's got a track limits warning for crashing. Hello to George, by the way, who's watching on. There goes Garza on the inside at turn 14 and gets ahead. This time of Spinelli. Spinelli's going to try and fight back, but coming on the inside, that's brave from Manfred and Zanini as well, coming in there. And sorry, Zacconi. Someone was flying off the track there. That's why, side by side, Matteo Ferrari and Ganardo of a 6th position are battling together. Oh, Ferrari's down!
Wow.
Ferrari's crashed out! The championship is done! And is he still there? No, it's Granado. It's the other one. It's Granado who's crashed out, not Ferrari. My goodness me, I thought that was it.
Yeah, I thought that was it as well.
They've swapped liveries this weekend as well. But Eric Granado's down at turn 14, yeah.
Oh, well, that explains it, because I saw a yellow bike and I was like, oh, Ferrari.
Yeah, they've swapped liveries this weekend as well. Matteo Ferrari now on a original bike. Look, there's Ferrari's bike and colours. This weekend being taken by that of Eric Granado. So they've swapped liveries, which makes it harder to identify. Not the ideal thing going when you've got a title balance going on the line. But
Well, it's the last lap now, Josh, so...
Yep, and it's a 37-point lead in the championship, which means that we're going to have Matteo Cassidy as a world champion. Jordi Torres moves up to make it a 40-point gap, but there's absolutely nothing that can be done. Garzo in second. He had an outside shot at the title. It's not going to work out. Well, not bad at all, this race. It's been another MotoE classic, I think, Omi.
Yep, absolutely. And we're about to crown a world champion as well with it.
The first ever world champion in MotoE. For the previous 4 seasons, it's been a World Cup because we only had 8 races. And now it's 8 rounds again, but we've had 16 races, now classified as a world championship. Cassidy's coming under pressure from Hector Garzo. It doesn't matter, even if he doesn't finish, it's all done and dusted. Cassidy into the last 2 corners. He was 50 points back. He has kept his head down. He has done it brilliantly. Matteo Cassidy is side by side to the line to Hector Garzo and is the world champion of 2023. 21 thousandths of a second to the line to Hector Garzo. But Matteo Cassidy is the first ever MotoE world champion in superb style. Jordi Torres, who had dominated much of the season, threw it away on his own. And Matteo Ferrari is ruining Austria. But Matteo Cassidy is the first ever MotoE world champion.
Incredible, just incredible. He wasn't trying to wide there right at the end, which gave us a bit of a side-by-side all the way to the line. Garzo just finishing just about a tiny bit, only a few thousandths as well, right behind, and just incredible. It's been an amazing championship, but great to crown a world champion, and the celebrations can begin for Cassidy.
The golden helmet can come out as well. All that hard work kept his head down. It came back to him at Austria with a victory as well. Then in Catalonia, it just all went his way. Torres and Ferrari having horrible races. He took a 21-point lead at the second race. He is the world champion in 2023. And we will be sticking with the TV pictures for the podium, but BT Sport are just going to an ad break. So let's take this opportunity to tell you the full results from this Grand Prix. The MotoE first race today. Don't forget, we've got a second race later, the last one of the year, to wrap up everything as well. And the fight for second in the championship still going on as well. Matteo Cassidy takes race victory by 21 thousandths of a second to Hector Garzo, who gave him a run to the line. Cassidy crowned world champion. Nicholas Spinelli finishing in third position. Kevin Manfred is fourth. Kevin Zanoni is in fifth. Matteo Ferrari drops to sixth. Alessandro Zarconi is seventh. Randy Kumanaka eighth. Heiko Akubo is in ninth. And Jordi Torres with a double long lap penalty for jumping the start down to 10th position. Mika Perez is 11th with Alessandro Filelio in 12th. Miria Herena 13th, the best result of the season. El Ganado regaining from a crash in 14th, the same for Miguel Pons. Not a great day for the LCRE team. And also not a great day for Andrea Mantovani. He's down in 16th position as well for the INF MotoE team. And the two Patel Pramac MotoE guys going down of Andre Minio and Tito Rabat. In terms of the world standings and how things look now after this round of the championship, Matteo Cassidy is world champion for the first time. 244 points, 37 clear to Matteo Ferrari, who's on 207. But there's a 3-point gap between Matteo Ferrari and Jordi Torres and a 9-point gap between them as well. So the fight for second will be decided in race number 2. It's Ferrari second from Torres third. Hector Garzo fourth on 195 points. Randy Kumanaka secures fifth in the driver's standings with 162 points. Eric Granado is sixth ahead of Andrea Mantovani. Then it's Nicholas Spinelli, Kevin Zanoni, Kevin Manfred round out the top 10 as well. Then it will go from Alessandro Zarconi on 98 points, for Miguel Pons on 91, Heiko Kubo on 91 as well, and 75. Then Mika Perez on 50, 49 for Tito Rabat, 34 for Alessio Finelio, 22 for Lucas Salvador, 18 Maria Herena as well, now down to 17. That's just changed on my timing screen as well. And in 19th place, Oscar Gutierrez having 15 points as well in the championship as our only other runner this year. But a great race, Omi, and I think as well a great championship. We've still got one more race to go, but what did you make of that round before we head over to TNT to hear from our champions?
Absolutely brilliant. MotoE has just been absolutely electric this year. A lot of action, a lot of overtaking, a lot of battles all throughout from the start all the way to the finish. So it's been a great championship. Cassidy there coming up on top. So big congrats to him as well on becoming a world champion here in MotoE. But there's action all the way to the line as well, with Garza getting only 21,000 behind as well, right at the end. So action all the way through it, and that's all what MotoE is just about.
An absolutely cracking race. Let's go back then over to TNT Sports. Gavin Emmett alongside Neil Hodson to all the information as well.
We're just watching the moment that Matteo Cassidy crossed the line to confirm himself as champion of the world in MotoE. Cito Pons and the team embrace down on pit wall, and Cassidy seals 25 points, seals the victory. He won by 200 across the line over Hector Garzo. But more importantly, he seals the first ever world championship in MotoE, the electric bike championship. And of course, Michael, the first on the Ducati, which I have to say has proved itself a real weapon, hasn't it? And there are rumours, I think that's Edgar Pons down there, isn't it, alongside Nicolas Spinelli. But it has proved Ducati to be a real weapon of a bike. And I believe they've talked about a production version, haven't they?
Yeah, I believe there's further development in the works for this race machine and a potential venture into the road bike side of it. So, yeah, obviously they're working hard on this project. Last year they had a massive push to develop it with Chaz Davies as test rider, Alex De Angelis working, Michele Pirro doing a little bit on it, and they've brought a proper race bike. So it is still areas where they can improve, but I think it's the lap times have been evident. 2 seconds off pretty much on average at every single lap time, better top speeds. Now they're looking for more capacity out of the batteries to go longer distances, to be able to go maximum power for longer distances, and yeah, it's a constant evolution every season.
Yeah, that's where the future is. I'm sure everyone's aware now at home. The battery technology and making them smaller, because whereas in cars the weight doesn't really make that much of a difference in terms of the power they produce, make it cumbersome for a motorcycle, don't they? And so Ducati, as always, basing their development on racing, and that's what we've seen again here this year in MotoE. Brilliant moment for Mattia Casadei. He will not forget this. He's become a MotoE specialist, Michael. He's had a few World Supersport appearances, Moto2 appearances, rode in the Junior World Championships, Moto3. And he's going to enjoy a little burnout in front of his team as he comes back down into Parc Fermé. But he has been there since the start of MotoE, and he's built and really got on with his Ducati in the second half of the year. Yeah,
one of only 4 riders to be here every season for MotoE, so I actually thought Jordi Torres was one of those, but I forgot he did take a slight sabbatical. But yeah, it's nice for Mattia. He's grown within this championship, and this year I think he's grown in stature. The move to the Ducati has been massive for him, the Pons team, and obviously getting to celebrate with teammate Nicola Spinelli and also Cito in here giving the congratulations. Great to see.
Aaron Canet down there. And you know what, when we started in MotoE, I remember it had big names, Grand Prix names, whether it be your Bradley Smiths getting involved, you know, people who come from MotoGP, and it's actually the young riders coming through, isn't it? Your Casadei's. And Ferrari, I know, had a bit of a career Grand Prix here and there and won a couple of them. But it's good to see someone who's actually dedicated himself to this MotoE over the last few years come out on top.
Yeah, it was a tricky choice to do so, and it's paid dividends in the end. So he is a world champion with the world title to his name in a class that he's grown up in.
It looks like Fran Wild is down there, ready to speak to our new world champion. There he is, down with Fran. Let's hear what Mattia has to say.
Well, Mattia, you're always so calm and so zen. And then we saw so much emotion there when you crossed the line and did that lap of honour. Congratulations, sealing the crown in style. How does it feel?
I have no word. I'm very happy. This is my dream, and I made. Thanks for all, my family, all. I'm world champion.
Yes, you are.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's not easy to come out with all the words, isn't it, at the best of times when you're speaking a foreign language, but when you've just taken a world championship. I love the design of his helmet with the RI logo, that's not in white, done in red, and then in gold for his championship helmet.
Which I will say, actually, you have to get special permission to modify the RI logo to use a different colour, so I'm hoping he has seeked out the permission, otherwise they will not be paying out his world title.
Well, we've noticed it every single week, so we always talk about it. Isn't that cool? Yeah, but, I mean, he will get a little bit bonus. It's not, you know, you're not talking massive sums of money for winning in MotoE. There are limits. In fact, there's like a salary cap that they've got, but there's also a minimum, isn't there?
Which I was just about to say. There was a top cap, but actually the fact that they introduced a minimum so everyone on the grid got paid. It's a first, as far as I'm aware, in motorcycle racing where everyone on the grid is guaranteed a salary.
But he will get bonuses from his leather manufacturers and Alpine Stars, from RI and everything. And you know what, he's carving a career out as a MotoE rider, and you've got to respect that, and you've got to be, or congratulate him for the effort that he's put in, Mattia Casadei. And to do it at home here, Michael, from down the road in Rimini, I tell you what, it might be a bit lively. As if Rimini wasn't lively enough at the best of times. You've got a new world champion in your midst.
Indeed, it's exactly how he wanted the season to go, but you can't write a fairy tale such as this. To make a claw back in the points and then deliver the title at the first opportunity here at home, so he can really enjoy the second race of the weekend, and he can celebrate with his friends and family at home, and perhaps maybe even operate with the #1 plate for the final race of the season. I'm not sure if you're allowed to do that, but yeah, it would be nice.
Yeah, of course, the reigning champion Dominic Egerton there. Go on, let him do it. Go on, just for the show, if nothing else. That time's 5, 5th win of the season. It's 5 in the last 6 races. All of a sudden, he's just found something, hasn't he, in the middle part of the season.
Yeah, he's looked really good. So the last few races just got into his stride, barely put a foot wrong, always there. When it came to the battle at the end of the race, always good in his tyre management. And yeah, you could see at the end, even when Garzo got his head down, he had nothing left to really, truly challenge Matteo Casadei in the last lap.
A replay of the start for Jordi Torres. It actually was quite tight. It was one of those where, I mean, it was definitely a jump start. One of those, though, where in athletics, you might have gone when after the on the beam bang, but it might have been a bit too quick. We don't have that, do we, in the same way? It's a mathematical, you know, if you do move even or before when the lights go out, then you are penalised. But Jordi Torres deserved that double long lap, I'm afraid to say.
Yeah, it was a rapid launch. He didn't almost anticipated it. It was like he'd had a little word with the starters and give them a little count. But yeah, that was an old school cheat that did happen sometimes in various
Well,
ways.
here he is throwing out theories left, right, and centre. Do you know that's fact, or is that, you know, just hearsay again?
No, I did it myself. I tried it in back in the schoolboy motocross days when I knew the starter had a little word. But
all right,
yeah.
we'll be investigating some of the record books over there in Northern Ireland. So we get ready for the podium ceremony here at Misano. Two Italians on the podium. And Casadei and his teammate Spinelli. Spinelli did a good job for him in the end. I'm not saying he was riding for him or anything, but he just did the right thing.
Yeah.
And didn't pressure his teammate into a mistake.
No, perfect wingman, hassled Garzo, made it a little bit more difficult for Hector in those last 2 or 3 laps, and yeah, perfect for Casadei.
And we'll see later on, won't we, if Spinelli, because his pace was quick in practice before, you know, heading into qualifying, he was the quickest out there. So we'll see, won't we, because the shackles will be off and it'll be a full free-for-all. Later on, we do have the second race of the day coming up from 3 p.m. here on TNT Sports 2. Nicola Spinelli then up onto the podium. Hector Garzo will join him in second place. For Spinelli, that's his 3rd podium of the year. And Spinelli is new to the class. And another one who might think, you know what, look at what my teammate's done. It might be great to carve out a career here and end up as world champion.
Not a bad way to go. Matteo Cassidy, a world champion on home soil. Yes, it's the San Marino Grand Prix, but that very rarely counts because we are here in Rimini. And I think as well, Omi, it's just so much more passion. We've been hearing from the TNT crew there. He is such a deserving world champion, and he's fought for it this year. We've both seen it.
Yep, absolutely, definitely fought for it. So he absolutely does deserve it. Does Cassidy. But all of the drivers have been absolutely fantastic this year. And to be honest, this is really a hard series. So Cassidy really does deserve it. He's put together an absolutely fantastic season. So absolutely deserved by him.
He takes the winner's trophy, and we will now hear the national anthem of our race winner and our world champion. Champion is never, ever understated. It's champagne time with a whole new meaning. My thanks to Omi. We'll see you later for race 2. My thanks to all of you at home. Matteo Cassidy wraps up the title, but there's one more race to go. We'll see you later. Take care. Bye-bye.